this is one of the problems with the fake financial economy, and this is why we call it a kind of fascism. It's hardly different from the USSR. There is difference, all right. The USSR, they say let's go for quotas. In the USA, they say, well, it's still state mandates. The difference is that the USSR, they want to do it as cheap as possible using the worst inputs in order to meet those quotas. The USA, they want to do it as expensive as possible, as drawn out as possible, because the government keeps spending, and the money goes to those people in charge, in power. So it's a kleptocracy rather than the incentive. There is more to steal the money and extract as much value as possible from the taxpayers, as opposed to the money that's printed, which also steals your purchasing power. Whereas in the USSR, the goods would be of lesser quality because the incentive structure from the ground up is just not there. These are both by decree, both planned economy, whether it's corporates giving it a kind of private wrapper or more directly planned socialism, which they both are. They share the same underlying pathology.
And then it crashed in the bottom out around 2014. That's when the home prices started to skyrocket. That's you can see that growth, that artificial growth, because this is QE. From 2008 to 2020 was the QE. That was the quantitative easing. That's why it spiked up.
That there's price structure. As you can see, the 2023 it went down, and in 2025 it went down, but not as much, which could mean that means it's more probable to go up than down. If you had a lower low, that's like panic, but it's a marginally higher low, which again indicates a structure.
This is forming a depth. You can see in 2023, which is the official recession that didn't happen, and we're in 2025, the recession that is, of course, not going to happen. It's devil's secret recession.
Yeah, if you define that 1,000 as a key level of significance, and you say, well, it went below the 1,000, bounced on it in 2023, and then 2025 bounced back below the 1,000, that may be significant. It may be that it winds up again, it goes up to the 3,500 and back down, and that kind of, one is distorted by quotas, which cares not for quality. The other is subsidies, which distorts price, which affects quality. They both obey state fiat and not the market law. And this is what I was saying. Like in the Soviet Union, it's about you need to meet their targets. So the quality of the output can be trash. In America, you still need to meet their targets, but you inflate. You can inflate the cost. You're not serving value, but plan. Which means it's not capitalism. This is the state-defined economy, whether it wears a hammer or a dollar sign. It's just a private label for a command economy, obeying political fiat, not consumer